Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Dominique. I'm 24 years old and I make videos about my journey to debt freedom and all about my personal finances. So if you like that kind of stuff, make sure to hit the like button down below and subscribe. Today is budget review day. So it is actually May 29th when I'm filming this. So we do have 2 days left in the month, but I know that I'm not planning on spending any money for those 2 days, and including today, I don't have anything that I need to buy, so there's nothing no projection of spending anytime soon. Now, if you saw my last budget review video, my April budget review, you know that it did not go well. Honestly, I had a meltdown after it, and I filmed it kind of like later in the day, and just the rest of my day was kind of ruined, just because it was so overwhelming for me and I didn't know what to do. It just did not go the way that I thought it was gonna go. It was very stressful, and I want to be honest about that because, I mean, you may feel the same way, and I want you to know that, like, you're not alone, and because I know that I'm not alone. So after I filmed that video, I immediately went online and started watching mostly the Budget Mom, but other people with their budget reviews, how they look at everything and how they organize their expenses. So I did calm down after watching that, and I was like, okay, so I think the issue was that I didn't prepare to do a budget review. I didn't set my expenses up in a way that I would be able to easily see everything. So, today's my redemption day. Today, we're gonna have a good review. So that's kind of a long introduction. Sorry about that, but I just wanted to go ahead and say all that. And I am very excited to do my review today because I know it's gonna be way different. So, as you may know, I like to highlight my expenses. I have all of my bills in orange. Some of my bills are sinking funds, then the rest of my sinking funds are in purple. Gas is green, groceries is yellow, any kind of extra spending is blue, like a light blue, and then the money that I put towards my credit card is pink. I use Zebra mild liners. I have like 3 of the packs, so I have mostly the pastels here. Maybe they're pastel, I'm not sure, but yeah, so they're all over like Amazon and stuff. I'll put a link below if you want to get some. And today, actually, well, okay, so normally this black pen that I write with is, oh boy, where did it go? So normally the black pen that I use is this Papermate Inkjoy pen, and I really like these. These are gel pens. They click, they've got the little flippy thingy here, and these are like my favorite pens. I have a huge pack of just the black pens, and then in the rest of my bullet journal, like when I'm actually journaling, I have these Stedler Tri-Plus fine liners that I use, and I was using the black one for a while, but because these are like this fine tip, they do wear down, and I didn't want to wear this one down by writing in it because I obviously use a lot of black. So the gel ink, the Inkjoy gel pen is what I like to use in place of that. But today I was actually sent gel pens from a company to review, so I'm not being paid I'm not sponsored by them or anything. They just send it to me to ask for my honest review. So these are the Parkoo gel pen fine points. They have the clicky and the flippy thingy. I don't know words. And they come in all of these colors. So I haven't tried them before. I didn't hear about this company before. They just reached out to me and asked if I would like to do a honest review on them. So this is what I'll be using today. Probably just the black pen, but I don't know, maybe I'll try out these other colors too. I just wanted to let you all know because I've never like had a company reach out to me. I think that's really cool. And I love colorful pens, so getting these in the mail was really great. And they shipped in like 2 days. They shipped and arrived within 2 days, which is pretty fast. Okay, so now on to the actual budget review. So for paycheck 1 and paycheck 2, I listed out my budget here. Also, I should mention that I was doing a no spend challenge for the month of May. So spending was very, very limited. Everything here on the left-hand side is my spending tracker. So no matter where the money was coming from, I listed it on here. Because I was doing a no spend challenge, the spending that I did do came from cash envelopes. So they were, it didn't come out of this paycheck because the money that's in my cash envelopes did not come from these paychecks. It came from money that I had saved when I was like living back home for many years. It's just cash basically laying around my room that I collected when I moved out. Again, sorry for all the prefaces in this video so far. We're in like 7 minutes of filming and I still have not started. So on this page of, on the back of my budget, I made a little May budget review page. And I'm just gonna really quickly fill out my budgeted column right here, which is basically just transferring like this information over here. And then I will get right back to you on our actual spending. This is the pen, by the way. It comes with the little red plastic cap so that they don't leak. Okay, so for rent, I budgeted $810. Yeah, $810. That's pretty much like what not pretty much, that is what my rent always is because there's a $1 fee. For electricity, I budgeted $27.50 and $37.50. So that's $65. For water, I budgeted $18. And these are the totals of the 2 paychecks, by the way. I did not say that before. Internet, I budgeted $65. Spotify is always $9.99. My workout program is always $12. And then for student loans, I put $25 towards that. And for my student loans, I have a savings account specifically for that the payments are taken out of. So whenever I like have like this $25 went into that bank account, but I have more than $25 in that bank account, if that makes sense. Okay, so that's it for the bills. And let's go into the cash envelope. So for gas, I put $40 towards gas. For groceries, I put $7, $8, $9, $94. Okay. I budgeted $94. I really budgeted $140. I just went over in my first paycheck, so I deducted that from my second paycheck. For hygiene, eating out, entertainment, and spending, that is all $0 because of my no spend challenge, but I did actually end up spending a little bit, but like I said, those came out of cash envelopes of money that was not from my paychecks. Then for credit card repayment, I put $65 towards my credit card. And then I actually sold some things on Mercari. It's a resale app. I did sell some things, and it was a total of $25 and something cents. I don't think I actually wrote it down anywhere. I think it was like $25.04, something like that. Let me double check 1 second. It was $25.10. I sold a pair of leggings and a pair of shorts. So that's not really like a budgeted thing, but I did want to say somewhere on here like this extra income that I had. Let me add my full-time income, and by full-time I just mean like my actual job, but I wasn't actually in full-time this whole month. So for my first paycheck, I got $740.96. My second paycheck, I got $683.76. So that's a total of $1,424.72. And I'm pretty sure that is all the money that I made. Yeah, that's all the money that I made. So adding $25.10 to that, my total May income here down at the bottom. Total May income was $1,449.82. Okay, so now that we have our budgeted and income figured out, let's go into the actual spending. So for rent, like I said, it's always $810. And I think I'm actually going to use different colors. So I'm going to go into here, and if it's under or the exact amount that I budgeted, I'll use green, and if it's over, we will use red, because we don't like going over. So rent, like I said, always $810. Electricity, going down here, electricity, I spent $43.51 on that. Actually, that's not what I meant to write. So for electricity and water, since what I budgeted here is for the month of, for the bill that I have to pay in June. So what I have on the spending is for last month, and I already budgeted last month for paying in May. So it's not actually $43.50. Really glad I have this whiteout. Okay, it's not actually $43.50. I did get my my bill, and it is $39.12. So I'm gonna put that off to the side because I'll have to reference that later. So $39.12, and I budgeted more this month for it because I thought it would account for my use of my AC, because I've had to turn that on like a lot. So I think for my June budget and the bill that I get in July will be higher. It'll be closer to that. Okay, anyway, so for water, same thing. Looking at my June bill, it's $13.78. Wow, I did not write that correct at all. $13.78. It looks really bad. Wow, if only I had whiteout. Okay. $13.78. For internet, I spent, it was $54.99 that I was charged. So under for that. And that's the set price. I just budgeted wrong for it. Spotify, that's always $9.99. Same for my workout program, it's always $12. And even though I budgeted $25 for student loans, I put $30 towards it, so I'm gonna put that as red, even though that $30 didn't come out of my paycheck. Well, actually, no, I'm not going to put it as red, because regardless, I only took $25 out of my paychecks to put towards that. So we'll just say that that is $25. I put $30, I paid off $30 worth of it, because I have more than that in that savings account. But I mean, I only took that much out of the paycheck, so that only made sense. Okay, anyway, gas. So I only filled up twice this month, and I love having gas this cheap. It is so nice. So the first time I filled up, I paid $16.25, and then I filled up yesterday, and that was $16.50. So that is $32.73. Now I am going back to work on June 1st, full time. So I will have to up that, because I will be filling up like once every other week, or probably once a week, because of all the driving I have to do. For groceries, like I said, I wanted to stay under $140 for the month, but because I went over the first paycheck, I deducted that money from the second paycheck, so it looks like I only budgeted $94, but really I budgeted $140, so that does look like it's off. I did go over no matter what, like I already know that, but that is definitely, in theory, like on paper it looks wrong, but I mean, I know what I was planning, so I think that's really all that matters. It is confusing though, for I'm sure you guys. So the first time I got groceries was also, sorry if this is a really confusing video, but it's way better than last time. So twice when I went grocery shopping, I used cash. Both times at Meijer. I used cash from my grocery cash envelope, and that's because they have the self-checkout kiosk, so I didn't have to give cash to anyone. And right now I know people are really iffy about giving cash to people, so I was able to use those and use the cash out of that cash envelope. Again, that cash is not from these paychecks, so I decided not to count that cash towards the deduction of over here, but I am gonna count it in spending because I don't want to think that I didn't spend extra money when, like, in reality I did. Yeah, so I guess I'll count it, but, like, I know that I didn't, like, okay, so I added all of these expenses up earlier, minus the times that I spent money with cash, and I was under budget. Adding this all up and including everything, I would be over budget. So I am under budget from what came out of my paychecks, but I'm over budget in the amount of money that I own that I gave out, if that makes sense. Like I said, I'm really sorry that this is confusing. Okay, let's just go back to adding things up too. So $27.90, and then in cash, I spent $47.33, and then from my card, I spent $40.08. In cash, I spent $11.78. And then both on my card, $28.40 and $34.10. So I spent $189.59. You know what, while I'm thinking about it, let's add a cash. Oh, that's not the pen I want to use my new pens. Let's add a cash spending category, so then I can deduct that. So that way I can see what I actually spent, but then subtract the cash spending, so then I can see what actually came out of my paycheck. There we go. That'll help. Okay, so cash spending. All right, anyway, going back to this. So Hygiene, I did have to buy toothpaste. So I went to Walmart and bought toothpaste. It was 97 cents, which is really cheap, but joke's on me because I hate the toothpaste that I bought. Yeah, so 97 cents. And that was cash. Eating out, I did end up eating out once. My friends invited me over, and we like split the price for barbecue. So, and I was gonna pay in cash for that, but it was $28 as my share, and I only had like a $10 bill, so they're like, it's okay, you can just Venmo me. But regardless, I spent money that I shouldn't have spent. And then cash, entertainment, I spent $0. And then spending, there were some things that I did have to buy, that fell under the category of like being okay to buy and my rules that I gave myself for my no spend. And that's all in here. So the immediate need was $5.77, and then I bought something else along with it that was not an immediate need, and I actually do regret buying it because I haven't used it at all. But yeah, so the total of that was $17.71, but because I have a hygiene expense in that, I'm just gonna subtract that. So the total is $16.74, so that should be red. Okay, and then my credit card repayment, like I said, that was like the same thing, so I guess that can be green. $65. Okay. I'm going to add up the cash spending really quick, and then add that to right here, and then I will add up this total. $47.33, $17.71, $11.78. So my cash spending was $76.82. My actual spending, let me put total spending.
So 810 plus 3912 plus 1378 plus 54.99 plus 9.99 plus 12 plus 25 32.73 189 59 97 cents 628 1674 65 equals
$1,276.19, which is definitely under budget because my total income was $1,449.82. However, I did not include what I took out for sinking funds, stuff like that. Let me actually add up all of this on my spending tracker because that would be more reflective since I've included when I took out for, like, when I transferred sinking funds, and then a couple of my investing apps. So I'm just gonna go right down the list really quick. Okay, so the total of all of my spending, including the cash spending, was $1,487.89. So it's not, I guess it's not actually spending because some of that money did go into like my sinking funds and everything. But that's all the money that came out of my accounts basically. So it was a little bit more than my income. But if we deduct that cash that did not actually come out of my paychecks, $76.82, we do come in under budget. So that definitely is like a little like loophole, I guess, I gave myself. Like, I did spend the money, but it didn't come out of that paycheck. So I am technically under budget. In my eyes, at least. And I know that, like, some of that spending, a little bit of it wasn't necessary. And then in the groceries department, that was more of, like, trying out new things that are definitely, like, more expensive that I didn't actually need. Either way, let me just add the total spending of my expenses on there, which was $1,487.89. I'm gonna write myself a little note down over here. Total from spending tracker. Just so that when I'm looking back at this, I know that, like, I didn't add up this number, all of these numbers to get this. I added up the spending tracker to get that. From paychecks, I'll put this total here, which is $1,411.07. So I do have, let's see, $1,409.82 minus $1,411.07. So I have $38.75 left over from my paychecks, which is actually really great. I am really happy about that. And I think I'm gonna put that towards my credit card because I had the goal of paying off $100 this month for my credit card, so that will definitely help out. and actually help me reach that goal. I don't want to say that I'm like disappointed that I did end up spending a lot of my money, like the cash part. The cash part is what really hurt me. I do want to spend like only in cash, but like right now I know that's like really like iffy, and just not too doable for me right now. But yeah, that part for sure is what brought me over. And if it wasn't for that cash, I probably wouldn't have spent that money too, which is also something I need to think about. All in all, I am proud of myself that I was able to do this budget review, and I think it came out way better than last time. The only things that are like weird about it, which I'm sure you picked up on, was like the confusing parts that I mentioned. But you know what, that's okay, because that means for my June budget review, I will have it more down packed. It should flow a bit better. By the way, I do like these pens. They are like, they write very well. As you can see, they didn't strip or anything like that, so I would recommend them. So if you're looking for a set of colorful gel pens, comes in all these colors plus the green and red here and black. I have a link for their shop in the description down below. I don't get any like commission or anything from that link, just so you know. It's just goes straight to their page. That's gonna be it for today's video. I know this is probably a much longer video than I was hoping for, but yeah, things got weird, but not as weird as last time, so that's good. Make sure you catch my upcoming video on my first paycheck for June, because I will be announcing my 100 subscriber giveaway. I know we have surpassed 100 subscribers, which is so great, but I do want to still do a giveaway for having reached 100 subscribers, so that will be announced in my next video, so make sure you watch that. If you made it all the way to the end of this video, comment down below your favorite thing that happened in the month of May. If you haven't already, make sure you hit the like button and subscribe, and I will see you all next time. Bye!